All right, so if I can do this justice, because you have yet to be here. So this is the road that you turn on. I think it's Minnesota or Minneapolis or something like that. Anyways, and you drive down this road. Now, straight down there is the docks, and they have boats and houses and stuff down there. But we're like, what, 2 blocks back or a block back. And this is the neighbor across the street that's got the stilt house that I was telling you about. And this is my house that I've worked on. So let me take you on a tour, because I think it's really nice. And it would be even nicer if my baby was here with me, or even my daughter was here with me, and my granddaughter. It would have been nice. Or one of my sons, if they were here with me, it would have been nice. But that's neither here nor there. So you drive down this road, right? And this is that road I was telling you about, the nice long road. And you drive down this long road, and you come up to, look at this. Oh my God. How beautiful this driveway looks, huh? Look at that. Oh, look at that. Nice and long. Of course, you have culverts on each side, so you have to watch when you're backing out or you're pulling in or something like that, that you don't dump your vehicle in there. So, this is the front. Right, very nice. I had to seal all those windows because they were all done wrong. All the bricks were done wrong. I mean, the whole thing. I was ready to take it all down, but he said, no, let's not do that this time. So I got very creative and fixed a lot of this stuff, because they have, so how beautiful that driveway looks, huh? So, like you see here on the, you see this? So I had to fill that in with the gap filler, and then I used some brown caulk that I found that looked blended in really nicely. And then around the windows, you could see where the windows are popping out in areas. Down here it's nice and tight. Up there there's this giant gap, so I filled all that in with the expanding foam, the front door frame. Anyways, I sealed the house really nicely, installed these lights on here. Let's go inside. So this is the garage, right? This was the one that was full of holes. Rats were living through the holes in the ceilings and the walls, and I did all these repairs. I made this so that you can do anything you want to the TV, which I thought was very cool. They loved it. I made that for the wood that blocks the windows during storms. And then we put the washer and dryer here, which I thought was very cool. Now, let's go inside. So here is the dining room. I think she's done a beautiful job on decorating, to be honest with you. So this is the dining room, all the way down to, she even lifted up the glass and put these inside there. Look at this. Nice piece of metal. It's a dolphin and a mermaid and some fish. And it's metal. And he's like, oh my God, guess how much we paid for that? See, that still bugs me. I can't find this crown anywhere. This is this border. I can only find this, and it's not even close. I thought it was going to be closer than that, but all these windows, I fixed all of those things. What was I talking about? Oh, the mermaid. He's like, guess what we paid for that? And I'm like, geez, that's got to be like $150, $200. He's like, no, I found it in the garbage 2 houses down and carried it home. So this is all the woodwork that I changed from being brown to white. This is, of course, the kitchen. I installed this bar. I got a really nice piece of wood, and I rounded the corners. I mounted the leg, and then I have a bolted system across the bottom here so that it isn't going anywhere. Did all these cabinets, all of these cabinets with the seashells and the horses and the sunrise, and then all of these I painted with the green. And then I had to paint inside everything. So that's all of this shit had to be painted inside now, and up on the tops and the bottoms. And they have a spice rack that rolls out, and of course your giant corner pieces that nobody uses because it's rental property. Installed a fresh water, a water purifying system under the sink. And there's the sink, just like ours at home, right? Refrigerator, nice windows. I installed this light, and I put in a circuit, so that a slider, so you can dim it or brighten it. Can you see that? Dim, bright, dim, bright, yeah. So then you go from here. Now you have to walk all the way around the bar here, and welcome to our living room. So this is the nice, and keep watching the decorations. Little things like this, right? But then the colors of the tables, right? And the rugs. Did you see the rug here in the dining room? See? Very nautical. So this rug is a giant coral, right? There's the TV. Windows, that's the front door. There's another metal sculpture. Key West, living on island time. Another picture of coral, right? So if we go all the way around this way, here's the hallway. There's another metal. That's the crab, giant freaking crab, right? And of course, here at the front table, this is in the front door. So you've got seashells and a little whatever, and a mirror. That's me. Had to redo these closets, right? Turn this one into the utility closet. Did all those windows on that door. Then you go into here, and then you've got two bedrooms. This is the master, and this is the guest bedroom. Now, here, I built this door. This is for the air handler, right? And this is the outside closet for linens. And then, of course, you go in here. This is the bathroom. And what I did in here was installed this bad little baby. Nice little sink and cabinet system that came. And of course, a new mirror and new lights. Hey, more iron, more metal, right? And I built this shelf because I didn't want it coming all the way out here, so I figured if I did that, then you could do things like this, where you're not actually bumping against it. And they loved it. New toilet paper holder. Hey, look, more pictures. Yeah, she's got pictures here. And look, see, she did really good. And then she put this no slip on here. This is where I had to change the diverter. So I had to open up the wall without messing up the brick too much. So I opened up the brick enough to where I could work on taking out the old diverter and putting in the new diverter. And then I had to kind of copy it with the backing of the shower so it looked like it's supposed to be this way. So, and then I did the opaque on the windows here, and they were on here too. And she said, oh, people were scratching it off with their thumbs. So she got this, it's a film, and it looks like multi-dimensional. I don't know. Anyways, so she painted these walls because she didn't like everything brown, but she did leave me that brown accent wall, right? And in the guest bedroom, now you see why everything's white. All these boards are white, and then the light colors. I mean, it's just so open and fresh and clean. I've pulled off the linen and I'm washing the sheets and stuff, so that's why all this stuff's on the floor. It's got a closet with kids' toys in it, you know, and a hanger area. You wouldn't believe what I had to do to fix all of this room. This room was horrible. One of the most horrible rooms. She's got the nice decorations. Of course, I had to install all these ceiling fans to make it look beachy. These little tables and that headboard, they light up. Look, even the lamp is a seashell. You know, and of course we've got pictures here of fishies. And then, I forgot to show you this one. Look at this. Another crab and another thing there. So we go into the master bedroom and we've got a nightstand, mirror, very nice, right? And more nautical. Right? Look at the lamp. It's a pineapple. Right? It's a nice size room. I mean, you've got a chair in it and a lamp back here and more pictures and then a nice closet. It's not a walk-in, but it's nice. Let's see. It's got some nice stuff in here. And then when you're ready, which I know you're kind of, I could have done a framing on that and I should have, but I didn't. I'm talking to myself about that door. Anyways, so let's go out back. So I installed all these blinds, all of those blinds on the windows, all of these blinds on the back doors. These are pretty nice. These cover the glass sliding doors. And this is out back. So from here, you can see all the way to that fence line is their property, and it goes around here, and that's the side of the house over there, and all the way around here, and that's the other side. Now here this was where the cement pad was. It went here, so we made the framing and we poured the rest of it cement slab. Now I had to grind it down because I've never done cement before, but I think it turned out really nice. I installed those lights. These two lights are broken. I'm going to replace those. He got me two more, so I'm going to put those on. And this is the hole in the wall that I was working on. I had done one thing and it didn't work, so I'm doing something different this time. So that is my, I hope you have enjoyed it and you will join me sometime and come down here and spend a weekend or a night or whatever, because I would love to have you.